The baseball season is back on, and some baseball cards are heating up as a result. But basketball and football cards, they're hot too. We'll tell you which ones are the hottest in today's top 5 cards.
My name is Geoff Wilson. By day, I invest in tech companies, and at night, I invest in sports cards. Join me and my team as we help you profit from the hobby we all love.
Hello, sports card investors, and welcome to one of my favorite weeks of the year. It is March Madness, baby. I absolutely love March Madness. Cannot wait to take all of those games in later this week and perhaps see the next rising stars who will become the hot rookie cards in next year's basketball releases. But there's more good stuff happening this week too. I've got Josh Luber live tonight on the Sports Card Investor Instagram at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Josh Luber, the head of Fanatics' new trading card division, will be talking with me live about the future of sports cards. Join us at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Sports Card Investor's Instagram. And we are also still taking entries. We want to fly you for free to New York City to join us at our Bleecker Trading Trade Night in May. We're gonna fly you for free, and we're gonna give you a whole host of prizes, pay for your hotel as well. You can enter in the link below this YouTube show. Go enter right now. And if you're in the New York area and you want to come to that trade night, RSVP using the link, a separate link in the YouTube notes. All right, guys, lots to talk about, lots of cards trending up this week. Let's jump into them right now. Here are today's top 5 cards. In the number 5 spot, a star quarterback who's landed with a new team, Russell Wilson, now of the Denver Broncos. Of course, you guys know Russell Wilson has been a star for many years for Seattle, but he's now over in the AFC, and that's really going to shake things up. Last year for Seattle, Russell passed for over 3,100 yards, 25 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions, played 14 games last season. He's been considered an MVP candidate over the course of the last few years. You guys know he already has a Super Bowl ring, but now he goes into a division with the Kansas City Chiefs, also San Diego, and Oakland, who was pretty decent last year as well. That is going to be a stacked division. It will be very interesting to see how he does, but a lot of football card investors are optimistic because his card prices have been hot since that trade news went down. Let's take a look here on the screen. I've got 3 of his popular rookie cards up on the screen. I've got his 2012 Topps base card in PSA 10 condition, his 2012 Topps Chrome base card in PSA 10 condition, and his 2012 Topps Prime retail card in PSA 10 condition. We're looking at the last 30 days for all 3 cards. You can see they're all up. It is that Topps Chrome base card that is up around 20% over the last 30 days. The Topps base card is up 35%, and the Topps Prime retail card is actually up over 52%. That is a lower population card. But going back to that Topps base card in PSA 10 condition, that is currently selling for $206. If you go back 30 days ago, there were multiple sales of that card in the $150 to $160 range. So a pretty nice profit for Russell Wilson investors over the last 30 days. For the number 4 spots, let's go to baseball, and let's go with a promising young star who's back this year, Kyle Lewis, the outfielder for the Seattle Mariners. And of course, Seattle fans hope that he returns to his 2020 form when he won Rookie of the Year. But in 2021, he played just 36 games because of a torn meniscus, and his card prices tanked. But he's expected back healthy at spring training this year, so some baseball card investors are starting to buy up his cards again. in hopes that this turns out into another very nice season for Kyle Lewis. And let's see what his card prices have been doing. I brought up two of his popular cards on the screen. His 2020 Topps Chrome base card, of course, that's a high population card, over 7,600 of those in PSA 10. And then a much more rare card, his 2020 Topps Chrome Prism Refractor card, that card with a population of less than 500 in PSA 10. Over the last 2 weeks, both of these cards are definitely heading up. It is that Prism Refractor card in PSA 10 that is up over 32% over the last 2 weeks. Still an inexpensive card, only $41 to get a hold of that card today. But 2 weeks ago, you could have gotten a hold of that card for just $31. His Topps base card in PSA 10, also an inexpensive card, only $14 to buy that card today. But it is up a little bit over the last 2 weeks because 2 weeks ago you could have bought that card for around $12. So it's inching up a little bit. We'll see what Kyle Lewis's cards do as the season gets going. In the number 3 spot, a player who went off for 60 points last night, KarlAnthony Towns of the Minnesota Timberwolves, and he has been having himself a season. Even before last night's game, the Minnesota Timberwolves center had been doing quite well offensively this year, averaging 24 points per game and 10 rebounds per game, while shooting 40% from 3, which is pretty impressive for a big man. Now, of course, Towns has paired up with Anthony Edwards. They've formed a very strong duo for Minnesota. But there is a question as to whether Towns will stay with the T-Wolves long-term or not. We don't know that yet. But what we do know is that the Timberwolves are 7th in the West, so we might finally get to see Towns in the playoffs this year. Basketball card investors seem like they're counting on that because they have been buying up his cards. And on the screen, I brought up 4 of his more popular rookie cards. His 2015 Donruss base card in PSA 10, his 2015 Hoops base card in PSA 10. I've also got his 2015 Prism base card in PSA 10 and his 2015 Select Concourse card in PSA 10. And you can see all of these are going up over the last 30 days. They're all going up a lot. It's his Prism base card in PSA 10 that is up 79% over the last 30 days. That card is currently selling for $170. There had actually been sales of that card for as much as $200. And if you go back 30 days ago, you could have scooped that card up for $95. That is a pretty impressive rise for his Prism base card. But it's not just that one. His Donruss base card's up 61% over the last 30 days. His Select Concourse card is up 76%, and his Hoops base card is up 54%, all in PSA 10 condition over the last 30 days. Sticking with the NBA for the number 2 spot, a guy who has been on this list a few times this year, Jordan Poole of the Golden State Warriors. He is back on the list again today. And the reason why is he has remained a big piece of the Warriors offense, even with Klay Thompson back. There were plenty of basketball card investors who were concerned that Jordan Poole would lose a lot of minutes to Klay Thompson when Klay Thompson returned. But what we have seen is that they are now starting together. They started together the other night, and Poole has still been playing 30 minutes per game. He's averaging 17 points per game this season, shooting 36% from 3. And because of the fact that Golden State has had a great season and is still considered a title contender, a lot of basketball card investors are optimistic about Jordan Poole's cards as they head towards the playoffs. I'll show you what I mean. I've got 2 of his popular rookie cards on the screen. His 2019 Prism base card in PSA 10, his 2019 Donruss base card in PSA 10. We're looking at the last 30 days of both, and look at these cards take off. His Prism base card in PSA 10 from 2019 has more than doubled in the last 30 days. That card right now is a $73 card. 30 days ago, you could have been buying that card for $35. And a similar story with his Donruss base card in PSA 10. That card is up 120% over the last 30 days. That card is $45 today. 30 days ago, selling for as little as $20. It's been a good 30-day stretch for Jordan Poole. It is time for today's number one card, but before I give it to you, let me remind you that all of the charts and graphs you see in today's show are from Market Movers, and you can now try Market Movers for free for 7 days by going to sportscardinvestor.com and clicking on Market Movers in the main menu bar. Use promo code TRIAL to try Market Movers for free for 7 days. Okay, here we go. Our number one card of the week, a football player who maybe will return to glory this season, Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is back, potentially, and he is back in the number one spot today. Now, he is currently the Houston Texans quarterback, may not be for long, but it was recently said that he was not going to face criminal charges in connection with some of the misconduct allegations against him. Now, he could still be suspended by the NFL for his behavior. There's a good chance that could happen. He also is still facing civil lawsuits, so Watson is not out of the woods yet. But the fact that he is not facing criminal charges is a good sign for people who are investing in his football cards. And the Panthers and the Saints have both expressed extreme interest in Watson so far. Other teams might as well, such as the Eagles or the Seahawks or the Steelers. Lots of rumors going around about where Watson could be traded. Now, of course, he did not play last year. He last played in the 2020 season, and he had a great season. That year, he passed for over 4,800 yards, 33 touchdowns to only 7 interceptions, and of course, added another 444 yards on the ground rushing, plus an additional 3 rushing touchdowns as well. So football card investors hope that Watson will return to that type of output this season. His cards, they are anticipating that because look at what they are doing. Look at this incredible bump on the screen. If you look over the last week here, since that news was released that he will not face criminal charges, his cards have absolutely spiked up like crazy. This is his 2017 Donruss base card in PSA 10, his 2017 Optic base card in PSA 10, his 2017 Optic Holo in PSA 10, and his 2017 Prism Silver in PSA 10. Look at that card in particular shoot up. That Prism Silver in PSA 10 from 2017, that card is up 116% over the last 90 days. That card today will set you back over $830. You could have picked that card up 90 days ago for less than $400. And all of his cards are showing a similar pattern. His 2017 Optic Holo PSA 10 is up 107% in the last 90 days. His 2017 Optic Base PSA 10 is up 158%. And his 2017 Donruss Base PSA 10, the least expensive of the 4 cards, is up 193%. That card today is around $240, and 90 days ago, that card was all the way down at $82. It's gone from $82 to $240 over the course of the last 90 days. Now, where will that card go from here? We don't know. We are not picking Deshaun Watson cards or any of the cards in today's episode. We are simply reporting on what the market has done in recent weeks. It will be interesting to see where the market on Deshaun Watson and all of these players goes in the weeks and months ahead. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please give it a like, hit that subscribe button and that bell icon if you haven't already, because it makes a difference for us. And go check out Market Movers. Use that 7-day free trial. Go right now to sportscardinvestor.com and click on Market Movers in the main menu bar, promo code TRIAL to try for free for 7 days. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back with our next episode. Take care.